Coming up in tonight's episode, things get a little bit oily, and in this awesome location, guess what? We stumble across 2 used condoms! What the frig is going on? Anyway, we enjoy a nice night in the remote location in the Welsh Hills. So without further ado, welcome to Dave Outdoors. So we are off out on an adventure today. As you can tell, I'm back down here. Luckily, touch wood, it's not for my van this time. It's for Andy from Got to Get Outdoors. We're doing a service on his van for him, and then we're heading out for, depending on time, we're going to head maybe up into the Shropshire Hills or into Llangollen, and we're going to go for a nice little walk, depending on the time. But yes, we are out in the van. So that's it then, folks. That's Andy's van, all serviced, all done. So he's good for another 12 months. Without further ado, let's get to Aldi, let's get stocked up, and let's go and enjoy this adventure. We've arrived. Folks, apologies, let me just get out the wind. This was supposed to be a wild camping video in the tent. Unfortunately, we're not out in the tent today, and there is a very good reason for that. Late last week, Andy got struck with COVID, and it was Andy who was meant to be going out in the tent. He's still not feeling 100%. So what we decided to do, just to give him a bit of comfort till he's recovered, is come out in the van, back to this awesome place that we know. Last time we were here as well, we also met up with Wondering Where, but this is our view. So I think Andy took a wrong turn in somewhere, so we're just gonna wait for him. But for now, let's get set up and let's get a beer cracked open. And because I did a service on Andy's van earlier, which you just saw, he was kind enough to get me them. And so tonight, we're going to be rocking the Jackery Explorer Pro 1000. So that's pretty much going to be running the induction hob tonight for me to cook tea. It's going to be running the kettle in the morning, and it's going to be running my toaster in the morning as well. All of which, to give you an idea, the kettle is about 600 watts, toaster's 700 watts, and the induction hob is 800 watts when it's on full power. So it'll be interesting to see. It's on 89% at the moment, the Jackery, so it'll be interesting to see what it drops down to after I've used it in the morning, just before I head home. I know, right? Check that out for a view. Tell you what, folks, someone's been quite active up here. Fair play to them. You see that? 1 Johnny, 2 Johnny, and it looks a bit fluidy. And I ain't, no, I'm not touching them. As you guys know, I'm all for leave no trace, but I ain't touching that. I hope people don't think that's us. Me too. Let's go and have a catch up with Mr. Got to Get Outdoors, see how he's feeling. How is the old COVID victim?
Yeah, much better, thanks.
Are you better, mate?
I am, thank
Good
you.
lad.
Yeah.
Just snotty nose and that now, is it?
Just the end of a cold now, yeah. So went through 3 years working in a school, working with feral kids. Never got it, and then lo and behold, that's it. Somebody come down with it.
Let's have a quick look in his van. Anything new in the van, Andy? This is what people want to see.
Wi-Fi?
Ooh,
Very similar to Dave's setup,
yeah.
but we're kind of rocking a makeshift holder for it.
I'll show you something new. Look at these shiny new roof rails he's put on. You just need some sidebars now, Andy.
It's off.
Do you think he should have some chrome sidebars there, or some like matte black ones? I think matte black to go with his roof rails, but let me know in the comments what you think, and we'll do a poll actually as well, and whatever you guys decide, he's gonna have to go and do, isn't he? I got something I need to show you guys. Hashtag not sponsored, by the way. Right, let's show you this. So this I purchased from the expo show the other week. And it is, believe it or not, it's a seat. And all you do is that. A big lad. As I said, folks, hashtag not sponsored, but there'll be a link in the description if you want to check it out. It is freezing out there, but in here, because the sun's out, it's lovely and warm. Look at my view, folks. Check this out. So we're using the new induction hob. You'll see this in either next week's video or a couple of weeks' video. A bit more in depth about that. But today, we're running it off the Jackery 1000 Explorer Pro. Just while my tea's cooking, I just thought I'd give you a quick update on why I'm using the Jackery. More than anything, it provides me with going gasless in the van. And the Jackery 1000... it's doing me proud. So it can power multiple devices all at the same time. In essence, it's basically a 1000 watt hour, but it surges to 2000 watts on your AC side of things. And that is giving me the option to cook my tea. So before I start tucking in, thought I'd give you guys a quick look at what I've got. Tortellini, cheese, chili flakes, black pepper and chili garlic grind on there. And so as the sun setted below the horizon, it was time for me and Andy to have a good catch up, as we've not seen each other for quite a while. As we finished talking about vans and finished talking much crap, it was time for me to get into the van and hit the pillow. Right folks, bit of a weird transition, I know, but from what the last clips you've just seen, I've actually retired to bed and it is only 7:30. The reason I have retired to bed is for one reason. And that reason is because it's movie night. Any decent movies on Netflix or Amazon Prime videos, let me know in the comments below, because when I'm out and about, I'm always looking for something decent to watch. I think I've pretty much exhausted most of the films that I'm aware of and that I know anyway. But anyway, I'm going to leave you guys in peace, and I'll see you lot on the morrow. Night. And a very good morning, folks. The time is 10 to 7. Effectively, it's 10 to 6 because the clocks went forward. But yeah, it's 10 to 7 now. Just going to get a coffee on. Slept really well last night. Absolutely lashed it down, probably about 4 o'clock. And we've got, I never even heard it arrive. I don't know if it came last night. I don't know if it came this morning. But there's a Mercedes-Benz car outside. I'll have to investigate when we get out. We're in the Clag this morning, though. Yeah, we're in the Clag, man. Oh well. Right, time for me to get a coffee on. You don't want to see that. I'll see you in a bit. Right folks, this is the toaster I bought recently and it was pretty damn cheap. It was about 20 quid off Amazon. So there's the name of it. And it is for your extra chunky bread as well. I believe it was quite a low wattage one, so what we'll do now is we'll have a look on the Jackery and just see how much wattage it is pulling, but I'm pretty sure it's around 700. So it's pulling around 776 watts roughly, which for a toaster isn't too bad in the grand scheme of things, but that absolutely stinks at the moment because it's brand new. But I'm dead chuffed with that. I am quite impressed. So this, bear in mind, this was only on 86% when I bought it. I never fully charged it, so it did my pasta last night. It's boiled the kettle, which you've just seen, and it's doing the toaster now, and it's only on 54%. So I've got a feeling that'll go down to around 50%. I think it'll only take about 4% just to actually, once the toast's done. But we'll have a check and we'll come back to you and let you know. Right, so my toast is pretty much done. Yep. Let's see what we're on. Bang on 50%. So there you go. Pretty decent toaster. Uses NAF4 wattage. It's only used roughly 4%. For the kettle and the toaster, there'll be a link in the description. I'll even put a link in the description too to the Vango induction hob if any of you are interested in checking any of those out. But for me, the Jackery has proved its worth once again. What a morning, folks, in the Clag once again. I mean, it seems to be quite the norm as of late, but you can still see a little bit down the valley. I'm just about to pack up and it's time for me to head out, I think. So let's get squared away and we'll sign out with you. Right, I think this is a good part in the video now to end it, and I just want to say a massive thanks to you guys for joining me on this video. Again, I appreciate it hasn't been exactly much adventure, but as I said, it was supposed to be a wild camping video in the tent, but obviously because of Andy and still not feeling great with COVID, even though he's tested negative, we thought it was best just to stay out in the vans. But one last look at this view. If you've enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe and give me a thumbs up, because the thumbs up and even leaving me a comment really does help the channel grow, and I'd be very grateful if you guys could do that for me. But nevertheless, it's time to leave, and I'll see you guys on another adventure. Have a good week.